Can I go out this way?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard, but there's been a lot of stuff happening lately and a lot of talk about the need for more new builds. I don't know if you heard that. It's just been...
Well, I think I may be under a rock if I didn't know that. So, yeah, we have been building for over 40 years. I believe I'm actually the third generation of the company to join the business.
It's a family business.
Yeah, which is quite cool.
You've seen quite a few things happening in the property.
GFC was a fun time.
GFC, earthquakes.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's... I mean, that's life, that's business, and that's just kind of what happens. And I just think to be able to have a business that can not just go through those times, but evolve with them. Learn, like we've learned so much from the GFC. And to be honest with you, I see almost a similarity now with things that are happening. People cannot buy, because right before that, building companies couldn't buy land fast enough.
Yeah.
Like, you just couldn't. And we were the same. One day the switch just flipped and everything stopped instantly, and everyone had too much land. And we've got that right now. We can't get land enough of it.
Yeah.
And so I think we've learnt from before that we're trying to get as much land as we can for our clients, but we're not going out to buy 100 sections at once.
Yeah.
Because the 50 clients I'm talking to, they're also talking to every other housing company.
Yeah.
So everyone really has 50 clients who needs land, but they're all the same 50 people.
Yeah.
With what's happening in the market at the moment, the low interest rates and everything like that is great, and that's been a really good boost that everyone's needed, but it has created that influx that there isn't enough land that's developed or consented to build on. We're trying to fast track that, developers are trying to fast track it, but we're having an interesting scenario where all the land at the moment is sold, but title isn't until quite a wee way out. Is when a section has title, is when you physically own it and you can start building or do whatever you need to that piece of land. House land package for the bank to approve.
Yeah.
And so I need to put together a plan for someone, price it, but explain to them, look, this is the price we're looking at, but because your title is over a year away,
the prices might change.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it has to, and like we're having these conversations, and that's the reality of the situation. We wouldn't be here in another 40 years if we go, hey, this is the price, that's great. Nothing's going to change, because then we take those hits and we wouldn't stay around. But we have to be very transparent with our clients. And
now you've got property investors who are like, right, maybe it's more feasible for us to look at buying a new build as a property investment. So are you dealing with
a lot of that? Yeah. A huge part of our market actually is what I would call, not a huge part, but a good chunk of it is the entry level, and it is so even between first home investors and downsizers. Building these kind of standard entry level houses, and investment is increasing. The way I'm seeing it, from what things are happening, it seems as though building is the more attractive option for them.
Yeah.
Investors are pretty cruisy to deal with.
Yeah.
Because they just want a plan that works for that section, that's going to give them maximum profit, really.
Should have turned here.
Yeah, you probably...
I'm sure there'll be another.
The average kind of price per square metre, I hate using that term because it's not entirely valid. But if you were to calculate it, like, everyone should be within the same realm.
Yeah.
So if, and this happens, people come to us and go, well, why are you 20,000 more or 10,000 more, whatever. And I'll say to them, obviously it's very dependent on the client and their personality. But for me, I'll be like, look, let's go through, their tender, my tender, and I'll give you, I'll break it down and give you an unbiased view.
Yeah.
We'll go through it and we'll pull it apart piece by piece, because I can guarantee it's not that I'm $10,000 more, it's that we've got, a different product, maybe a higher quality product in here. more allocation for your electrical.
It's not the same. You're not comparing
the same.
apples and apples.
Oranges with oranges.
Oh. Wow. That's good.
That do, yeah.
Do you reckon the prophecy is finally being fulfilled?
100%.
Rollestone becoming the town of the future.
Yeah. The next one though, Darfield.
Darfield?
Yeah, Darfield.
Ah.
Darfield and West Melton are growing, but I reckon Darfield, you buy and build something there now, you'll be laughing in 20 years.
Wow, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. Darfield, town of the future.
Yeah, exactly. And this one's going to really throw you, but it's happening, is Leaston.
Least.
So you know how Rollestone was so far out of town? Leaston is the new one.
Leaston's.
Yeah.
Ooh, did not see that coming.
Yeah, I know.
Whoever watched this is thinking about buying their first home or maybe an investor property. They've learned something about the new builds, and hopefully we get a little bit more clarification from the new government rules soon as well.
Yeah. All right, so this is Ginny Orange from Orange Homes, and it's with Driving Better Businesses. You heard it here first.
Boom. Nice. Too easy.